Dear Mango, I didn't know you were writing my story until I saw our names side by side. My name is Mona. 4 letters match yours, 1 letter different. This isn't a coincidence. This is my origin story. Do you remember when we first met? Egypt, 11 years old, over 100 degrees. Okay, maybe it's not when we first met, but it is my first memory. With child eyes, you were everywhere. Fresh mango and sugarcane juice stands calling from every corner. You demanded what no other fruit did. Complete presence, all 5 senses engaged. You made me slow down. Years later, coworkers called me Mango Mona. Well, because I love you in every form. Then I wrote a poem, and the first line came, name dipped in mango. That's when I saw it. Mona, mango, almost identical. How had I missed this? So I started asking questions I'd never asked before. My mother's first mango memory was mango achar always on her grandparents' kitchen table in Guyana. And when I asked my grandmother the same question, she said they grew up with mango and coconut trees in the backyard. Stories I'd never heard. You had me on a treasure hunt I didn't even know I was on. You were my inheritance, waiting for me to connect the dots. Dear Mango, you're not just a fruit. You are the king of fruits, sacred in Buddhist tradition. You're woven into stories of love in India. The paisley on my hand comes from your shape. From Asia to Africa, Latin America to the Middle East, you connect us all. People carried your seeds across oceans. You became part of every culture that welcomed you. In my poetry, you kept appearing, Egyptian blood, Guyanese culture. The more I connected to my roots, the less I needed to fit in everywhere else. You taught me identity isn't about blending in. It's about staying true to yourself wherever life plants you. Like you, 500 to 1,000 plus varieties worldwide, all different, all magnificent. So I asked others, what's your first mango memory? Story after vivid story poured in, memories they'd never reflected on before. That's when I knew. You weren't just mine to keep, you were mine to share. Dear Mango, this is why our workshops exist. You taught me that sacred spaces aren't built, they're cultivated. Through music that moves something inside us and inspires us, through writing that extracts truth, through community where every voice matters, whether it speaks or listens. I don't guide people through my treasure hunt. I empower them to discover their own through the power of pen to paper. Because transformation happens in the quiet moments, the pause, the reflection. Everywhere I look now, I see people whose seeds were planted in soil that couldn't nourish them. Working in jobs that drain them, relationships that diminish them, lives that feel too small for who they are and what they want for themselves. I lived this for years, the constant expectation to perform, the sacrifice of myself for others' comfort, the broken promises that slowly broke my trust in my environments and the people around me, until I stepped back and found my way back to myself. We each carry the seeds of our ancestors. But dear Mango, you taught me the most important lesson of all. We don't have forever to connect the dots, to live the life we want to create. The time to study ourselves is now. Until we meet again, at the next workshop, the next letter, the next moment of presence, with love and abundant roots, Mona.